Well, hello everyone and welcome to another stream. I'm 1 minute early. I scheduled this for 5:40, but I think I was like actually not a whole minute, like 10 seconds early. Something just made a noise. I don't know what it was. It's a bit concerning. Anyway, I'm here. That's my stream right here. Yeah. Yep. Bit concerning. I guess I can go back and see what that noise was. Anyway, I am here to stream. I truly don't have a plan. I should probably put more effort into plans, but let's go over Twitter as we usually do. Heath is here already within the first like minute or something. Discord notification. Okay, there we go. Clown Entertainment is here. That's crazy. He's not usually here. At least not on this account. My goodness, EliteAri, what a time to stream. Why? What do you mean? It's only 5:40. So early. Okay. We talked about this and this and this. Did we talk about this? This is kind of cool. I like this a lot. I've consumed some things. My goodness, I need to do this digest soon. I think I talked about this. Girl Asleep. I reread Animal Farm. For some reason, this was like really popular. I think, yeah, 2 people liked it. And I think, oh, did 2 people comment on it? I don't know. I think Kyle said like, yeah, fuck off or something. I don't know why. I guess he's mad that I'm reading books and he isn't, but, yep. Then I watched the half of it and I think that's it. Oh no, I also watched Threads, which has been on my list for a very long time. I can probably wipe it off this website now, right? Can you believe it? I'm actually knocking stuff off my personal radar. Bro, why is the website so slow? Is it down? Oh no, okay. Threads, or is it? I did it! It was the first thing on my list, and now it's finally on. Maybe I can go in order, and eventually I'll watch Spirited Away, my long-awaited goal. Anyway, more Silksong fan art. Pretty sick. Cool Madoka fan art. And that's it. That's all of Twitter. And that's all of the stream today. I don't have anything else. Alright. Before the football later tonight. Well, you know, I think I typically stream at this time these days. How'd you get back from Utah so quick? I've never been to Utah. You know who has been to Utah? Doctor Who was in Utah, right? That was where the 6th season's opening was, right? Lake Silencio or something? Did you see the new Mappa drama? No, what happened? I've seen one thing about Mappa recently, which is that people were saying that it looks better than the Demon Slayer movie or something. But I think that was a TikTok? I don't know. But no, I haven't seen anything. Is there a Mappa subreddit? I should make that subreddit if it doesn't exist. Oh, it does exist. Well, 2 weekly visitors. That's kind of crazy. Created 2018 before any of the drama. Oh my goodness. Someone's just sitting on this subreddit that they made. I was reading Chainsaw Man Part 2 chapters. Why? That's crazy. I don't believe you. Or I'll believe it when the video comes out. Can you guys believe Kyle Entertainment streamed the other day and he was still deciding what video to do? And when it's like obvious he should make the Chainsaw Man video for like basically every possible reason ever. And he was still undecided. It's kind of crazy. It's so funny. The best manga. That is true. I was reading the introduction of the great Fumiko. True. You're pretty far into it. My goodness. Not bad. Can we spin the wheel again? No, I have to watch The Gentleman. Then we can spin the wheel. Yeah, we'll see. Football or soccer? I don't like any sports, or neither. I don't like any. You didn't credit Ryu on the compilation movie. No, they didn't credit Ryu on the compilation movie. Oh. Did they credit everyone else? What does that mean? Do they usually credit like directors? Like who? I don't know. That's kind of interesting. That's funny. I don't know if that's intentional. It would depend. I wonder if EliteAri got my Utah joke. What do you think, Heath? Yeah, I understand your joke, yeah. 50% chance he doesn't even know what happened. No, I know. How about I didn't want to make the Chainsaw Man video? He knows. He reads our great Discord. I don't read every message in the Discord, okay? Anyway, Map subreddit. Can you believe it? What's going on with Blind Wave these days? I think I almost watched a Blind Wave video recently. Or did I watch one? No, I started watching the 28 weeks. What is this? 28 weeks later reaction. And then I just like stopped. Because, you know, I'm just not that invested. But 28 years later, when that finally comes out in like 3 or 4 weeks, then yeah. Also, I'm so hungry right now. I don't know how long the stream is going to be. Oh my goodness. Heath, I opened City the Animation on Amazon. It's open right now. Live react with Ari. I don't know what City the Animation is. Alright, good Naruto and Shippuden filler suggestions. Okay, I don't care. Wait, is this Miller? Didn't Miller do something like this for One Piece? Crazy. Caption this. Wow, what an underwhelming show of support here. 31 likes for One Piece to continue. I figured there'd be more. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is this?
Hello, viewer. I'm here to talk about some huge news, so let's get straight into it. I got a haircut. My hair is shorter now and also kind of
What it used to look like. Wait, made 2 videos? Wait, how long ago did he get the haircut?
What's up?
Okay, I assume it's like a long time ago. Wait. That's funny. I assume either, okay, so he like did a photo shoot or something? Or he like wears the same shirt every day? No, it has to be a photo shoot. Did he get it? He got a haircut? I'm so confused. He looks the same.
Get straight into it. I got a haircut. My hair is shorter now and also
like I can't tell. Okay, maybe it is. I have no idea. Anyway. Did you see Miller sucking up to Rick? I did, yes. What a two-faced liar. The views are down. Red Letter Media said so. Oh yeah, there was a Red Letter Media video. I should probably watch that. I intentionally didn't watch it because I'm like, I don't want to hate these guys. Yeah, this. I was like, oh no. Like they're usually, I don't know. Like I don't know if I said this on stream. I went like on a blocking spree the other day, like maybe like a week ago, maybe right after the stream. I don't even know. I blocked a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm like, why am I watching this? I don't know. Anyway, I asked ChatGPT the history of the term character development today, EliteAri. Okay, that's great. They too said it was Doug Walker's fault. No way. Was that true? There's no way. I don't believe that. Well, it is crazy that they're trying to erase Nakayama's name for a work he made. Well, we don't know if they're out trying to erase it. Did they credit anyone else? Like, were the animators credited? Who did they credit as the director? Was there no correct director for the credit for the director? Like, what is typical for like recap movies? What does Mappa typically do? Was it even like distributed by Mappa? Like, did they like I don't know how any of this works. And if I need to know some of that to know whether they intentionally tried to erase the name, right? But yeah. Like, do you credit episode directors in like a recap movie or something? Because they did direct each episode. Like, I have no idea how any of that works. Thank you for this hair-related investigation. Well, I don't want to watch the video of a liar who's lying to me about getting a haircut. Everyone's making views down videos. Wow. It's because of the AI, right, guys? Let's see. What's the excuse?
Kind of blue. And also YouTube is imploding. Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about, I guess, this new restricted mode on YouTube and how it's affecting different creators. And so...
Restricted mode? I haven't heard about this. Let's see. An optional setting. Why is there an Android page? Is there like a date for when this was published? I guess not. Your YouTube content in restricted mode. Restricted mode is an optional setting that has been available since 2010. This is a weirdly suspicious statement. Okay. A small subset of users such as libraries, okay, whatever, have a limited viewing experience. Okay, this can't be what they're talking about.
What's up?
Wrong video. Jesus.
Well, I guess I wanted to make a video giving my thoughts about it. And what I am actually not here to do is to talk about how my channel is in trouble or I need money or anything. The truth is that none of that is the case. As far as I can tell, everything's fine. I haven't like tested the new restricted view on either regular iPatch Wolf or Super.
Wait, did I type it wrong? I typed restricted mode. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, this? Restricted mode is hiding videos for everyone. Turn it off now. What is this? Why haven't I ever heard about this? Does anyone know about this? I have no idea what this is. All right. Anyway. Everyone's making views of down videos. Mudahar says people are dying in that thumbnail. What thumbnail? Oh, here it is. People are dying over internet censorship now. True. Shibuya Reviews is saying this needs to stop. Oh my god, restricted mode is what the Red Letter Media video... Oh, okay, I guess we'll watch this one. Alright. Leo doesn't know anything? Well, yeah, I don't. Unless it's, like, pretty popular, I guess. I was right. This is the same video. How has Kyle chatted so much within 8 minutes? Who knows? You're just mad I called you out boring. Everyone knows about this. Alright, well, I don't. So we're gonna watch this. We'll watch the beginning of it. There's no way I'm watching this whole thing.
You can say that in the first 5 seconds of a video.
YouTube will... Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
But you can't
have your videos show up in restricted mode, even if they're not age restricted.
Can you say like later in the video?
Is actually a word you can't say regardless.
So yeah, I could say fuck in the first 2 minutes of the video, but if I say fuck 2 hours into the video, it gets age restricted.
It's possible.
We don't know the answers. No one does.
This is our newest RLM Investigates video.
RLM investigates YouTube's algorithm mysteries.
We should point out, this is a very uncharacteristic of us to make a video like this.
Right.
This is every subscriber's least favorite video, which is YouTubers complain about YouTube.
Or maybe like a snuff film, or like
Big channels that you watch. You make YouTube will look at your view history, triggering everything.
Okay, I don't care. Crazy. YouTube changes every now and then. Isn't that crazy? We hate change. That's my impression. All right. I've seen people complaining about restricted mode all week, but I haven't seen it yet. Well, neither do I. But you know what? One day, if it becomes prevalent enough, I'm sure it'll affect us. But I don't think today or anytime soon is that day. Chud Logic already reacted to this video. That's crazy. It's my favorite type of video. Hi, Ari. EliteAri is... Oh, hi, Mr. Gems. EliteAri is an uncurious fellow. I'm just assuming it's like going to be the same thing when YouTube stopped pushing out their videos to subscribers and all the creators are like, oh my god, my viewers aren't seeing my video. And it's going to be like a thing like that is my guess. And I don't care about that. I trust, you know, it's going to be foolish, but I trust Google to know what to do with YouTube, okay? And I trust YouTube to know what to do with their videos. So, yeah, more so than any creator who I don't trust to know anything about videos or how to get them out or anything. How is One Piece? You know, I'm making progress, you know? Fujimoto was afraid of Chainsaw Man. What does that even mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's by this channel. We don't... I don't think we have anything against this channel, right? It's just kind of boring or something. Oh no, I'm going to get a bunch of these. YouTube's crushing our viewership. Is that true? No, where's the search thing? Oh no, continue to free site. No! Oh my god. Do we have to go back to Social Blade? Or what's the channel? Second Wind. Let's see. How their views doing? How long is this? Is this meant to be down? I have no idea. This looks like fine to me. I have no idea. All right. I've conceived and given birth since you announced you'd watched One Piece. Oh, congratulations. This is all Mr. Beast's fault. Why the fuck is Miller the Killer #1? That is kind of funny. I wonder why. I actually have no idea. I just assumed it was like the number of like actual messages you send. Okay. Are we really gonna have nothing to talk about all stream? I feel like I have nothing. Like this YouTube thing's gonna be very boring. I guess we could watch part of this. Why not? Spoilers for Chainsaw Man, guys. Wait, this is 2 years old. Oh my god. Nothing interesting. Do we continue with the Red Letter Media thing? Do we do a tier list? Should I play a game? Should we just scroll through YouTube Shorts and see what happens? Oh my god. True. True. Maybe. Okay. Next.
I used to think you were
Well,
too young
that's not what I
for this
wanted.
conversation. Pelt survival is easily the most
Was that One Piece? Okay, I hate this scrolling. Why does it like snap to the next one or something?
Renowned in other fields pipeline needs to be studied. Katsuhiro Otomo is best known for being the author for the iconic cyberpunk manga Akira. In 1982,
Oh, I hate Akira. Oh no, I scrolled up. Alright, that's enough of this. I'm #1. You could conceive and give birth before getting halfway through One Piece. Too long. That's not true. It's not that long, right? There's so many great videos to react to. It's not our fault. You're an incurious fellow. That is true. I haven't asked yet who you're backing in your internet mum and dad's divorce. Oh, Ethan and Destiny? Oh my god, Mill, they stopped fighting. Can you believe it? I was just happy to get the content, you know, but now they're not fighting anymore, so it's a sad day, you know? Oh my god, go back to Pell. What is Pell? Oh, that was the One Piece character. What is this? Oh my god, K-pop Demon Hunters. What a title. Oh my god. There's some slur fireworks. Holy. I wonder what it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be the face of that girl that we saw in the thumbnail. I'm so excited. Why is there a loose drone over there? I guess that's getting the footage or something? I don't know. Okay, that's the fire. Oh my god, it says 16 minutes. I didn't realize it was so long. Where's the bit where the girl shows up? Alright, that's the bird. Okay, the cat. Oh, here she is! Oh my god. Alright. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. I've never seen a YouTube short that I thought was any good that wasn't a re-upload of a normal video in short form. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a YouTube short that's good outside of Cichlids. But that's because I don't watch YouTube shorts. I watch TikToks. It sounds like the worst movie ever made. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it. It's like a lot of singing and stuff. You're supposed to, like you're supporting a corrupt industry with little girl slaves. If you like this, with this film, you also like the same thing as brain dead children. I don't know. Wait, you're talking about K-pop demon hunters? Millie, you're fighting against the majority here. It's like it's the most watched film of all time on Netflix. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I understand your perspective, you know. All right. Oh my god, it's Bernie Sanders. Crazy. Did I tell you guys I watched this off stream? I think. And I had no idea what was happening at all. But it looks cool. But it also looked weird. Anyway. When does Stranger Things come out? Is that in Halloween? Season 6? Season 5? November. Oh my god. Is it finally time we go back to the playlist one last time? In-depth thoughts on the Blind Wave One Piece situation? Let's see. So. Oh, it was an escalator video. That was cool. Why does an escalator handrail move faster? Oh my goodness. Is that even true? Alright, what is one... Jesus, what is Blind Wave up to in One Piece? 27. Okay, what is the website up to? What's their website? Blindwave.net? Blindwave.com? Or .com, right? Their websites are very frustratingly slow. Especially when you want to swap from like reactions to discussions or the other way around. One Piece. I'm trying to get some context here, okay? Is it not going to let me see what episode they're up to? Oh, no, it will. 61. That's crazy. Oh, my goodness. So, as far as I understand, what they finished the East Blue arc, I think. Or maybe there's like some other arc, which it's called, in One Piece. And then they've decided, guys, we're like going to stop reacting to it. At least, as far as I understand, they've said that it's going to be a break, but I don't know if there's like any implication that they'll come back, but what could I possibly have a take on here? I think it's pretty dumb. I don't know why they do it. Like, if they're, I guess maybe they're not enjoying it, or I just don't get it. I don't know. Like, why would you stop it? Like, why wouldn't you just do like 150 episodes or something? Like, why stop at 60? I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me. The plan was always to just do East Blue and then C. Yeah, I knew that. But like, why? I guess I don't get why. Like, I would understand if you got to the end of East Blue and you're like, man, I didn't like it. Which I don't know. I haven't seen the reaction. I haven't seen the anime, so maybe they didn't like it. But I'm assuming they like it, because that's all I've ever heard. And if that's the case, I don't get why you'd stop at East Blue. And like, the views, I mean, I doubt it's the views. Like, what are they going to do? Replace it with something that gets more views? Like, what are you going to replace it with? Who knows? It's a bit silly, I think. Anyway, let's see. Did you disavow political violence on the left yet, EliteAri? I disavow all political violence, okay? Have you announced your support for political violence? I hope not. Who knows? Maybe there's a new episode this week and the break thing was just a little April Fool's joke. That would be a really good joke. But I doubt it. Jake made a statement on the subreddit. You know those statements, they are true always. East Blue Saga, bro. That's what I said, isn't it? East Blue Arc or something? I don't know. The plant, yeah, I read that. Stop simping for Miller the Killer. One Piece is boring. That's not true. I watched the live action. It was like pretty good. It was like a 3 out of 5. Factual statement, Kyle. It's the end of the saga. Oh, so it's kind of like... No, I was going to say it's like the end of the Frieza saga, but that's also just an arc. Saga is just like a name for an arc, right? Maybe to check the views, they recorded this a while ago, I think. Oh, they're literally waiting to see how it does. I guess, yeah, that's probably possible. Yeah, true. It could be that. Surely it's driving a bunch of members on their website. Maybe. Actually, the thing is, like, what do you... Even if it's not, what would you replace it with that would? Like, is there anything there where it's like... Is it pushing anything out of their schedule that they wouldn't otherwise replace it with? Like, there's no chance... I mean, I guess there is a chance, but it'd be kind of crazy. Wait, where is it? Oh my god. Where is it? Show me the other... They have like a million Clone Wars reactions, don't they? Like, you really think like the latest Clone Wars reaction is like getting more people on their website than like One Piece? Like, what? Like, just why would you stop One Piece and not just stop this? Like, my wife watches Clone Wars #2, unless they're done with that. I have no idea. I just don't get the logic. But who am I to criticize Blind Wave? You know, one thing I do criticize is that they have this thing here, which frustrates me every time, and I'm sure they get very little benefit from it, so they should get rid of it. I should make a video calling them out, okay? Maybe they can't handle the intense pressure of double uploads. Well, make it 1 a week. God, they're so... I don't know, Blind Wave. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? They're doing the right thing, though, because they're successful. So we should trust them to keep doing it, I guess. When are people going to start uploading good reaction content again? The only thing keeping me going is autosaves, Monogatari, and Film Buff Steins Gate. I don't know. I still like reactions. I'm watching Studio Gek react to My Hero Academia, okay? That's my favorite reaction at the moment. Look, they're on almost at the end of season 5. And then they get to the boring half of the first season 6 season or whatever. That was really bad. It wasn't that bad. It was just kind of boring. Double uploads are hard. That is true. Mr. Gems, the lesbians, Serbians finished Mad Men season 1 today. Interesting. That's where the content is. The fact that they watched like 5 episodes past the live action. What was the point? We want to see Eric react, not Aaron and Calvin. I don't even understand. Like, so this, I'm guessing, is like beyond the live action. A few of them are going to react to the new Studio Wit anime, right? I assume. Or are they just like done with that? They're not doing that anymore. And also, like, obviously Eric and Rick are going to react to the live action when that comes out. So what is Miller saying? Well, obviously Miller's not saying he wants to see the reaction to live action, because Miller doesn't like that. So he must be saying he doesn't care about these two in this reaction, I guess. Which is fair, I suppose. South Park blows One Piece the fuck out. I doubt it. I don't think I've ever seen anything from South Park ever that I've been like, oh, I wish I watched this. This is so funny. Sorry, I watch anime reactions. True. Pathetic. I blame Rob. He hates One Piece. He's telling them to stop and do more Naruto. You know, I doubt it. How much longer is there for Naruto? Haven't they been doing that for years? Oh my goodness. I watched Studio Gek react to the Minecraft video. They were cringe. But much, much worse. White RTTV? I don't think there's anything similar. Even shoehorning their girlfriends in. What do you mean? Were they girlfriends in reactions? I don't like that. I don't like when they bring guest reactors. This reaction to My Hero Academia, is it episode 12? Blind Wave? No. Episode 11? Oh, just he got taken down? Anyway, Akasan, whatever his name is, he's in the reaction to the big All for One fight. And every time I'm like, God damn it, I want to see a reaction, and here we have someone else who's distracting me from this reaction because he's not part of the Blind Wave crew. And it's like a little bit awkward because he's there, and I'm like, I don't like it. Anyway. Not that I have anything against Akasan. I used to watch his reactions back in the day. I used to watch Tyrone Magnus reactions, unironically, back in the day, right? When he was watching TFS Abridged, I was in. How old is... Oh, no, he used to do, like... He just wants to be famous, okay, guys? Oh, yeah, true. Politics, of course. I forgot. All right. South Park is the best animated show of all time. I doubt it. It's really ugly, like visually, which will mean I'll never watch it. I almost never watched Rick and Morty because Rick and Morty looks ugly too, but I'm used to it now. I'm saying they watch like 50 episodes of content Eric has been spoiled on, only to stop as soon as he gets to the new stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you're saying because Calvin and Aaron, it was a new reaction anyway. I understand. We should be so happy. They got like, you know, 5 episodes of new stuff that Eric hasn't seen. They've only got a couple of 100 Naruto episodes left. That's good. Bro remembers the exact opposite. No, bro remembers the exact episode. Yeah, of course. You know how many times I've watched reactions to My Hero Academia? A black guy in his blind wave. That's not true. There was a comment from Jake on the Reddit saying they only didn't react to the new live action trailer because they were busy. So I think his theory of them waiting. Why is my reading so bad? For the live action is true. Blind Wave. No, wait. One Piece live action. When does that come out? That's like really soon, right? Wait, did it already come out? Oh no, November. No, begin filming? No, season 3. Oh my god. No, wait, it already came out, right? Wait. Oh, it comes out next year? I thought it was coming out now. Well, that's surprising. But I guess maybe they... Yeah, I guess I don't know why you wouldn't say that then. Like, shouldn't they make it... Maybe they will make an announcement, like, later. Like, oh, we made it this far. Or maybe they did in the video and I just haven't seen it because I didn't watch the video. I'm just taking Miller's word for it. EliteAri won't stand for it. That's true. Rent-free, but I respect the hater attitude. Keep it up, Ari. True. Yeah, that video was like 8 years old, okay? And I still remember. Calvin forgot Akasam's name the other day. It was really funny. That's very funny. Bro, Calvin talking about Captain Marvel, that's like one of the funniest things I've heard in my life. Oh my goodness. I want to know what Tyrone has to say about Charlie. It says 2026 right there. True. What can I say? You know, I'm under pressure because I'm live on stream. I can't see the dates. Anyway, why does an escalator handrail move faster than the stairs? What a great question. My guess is... What's my guess? Firstly, I would fight the premise and I would say, is this even true? Because I've never noticed that. Like, maybe I've noticed it sometimes, but every time it happens, I always assume it's like, oh, this is like an old escalator. Maybe it's like out of sync or something. That's been my guess. So number 1, this isn't true. This is a lie. This title is a lie. Number 2, maybe it's because they want to make escalators last for decades or like centuries or something. So they make it fast so that eventually it'll slow down. So it's like just a safety mechanism. Not safety like for people, but like safety like, oh, we want this to last a long time. Or 3, it's actually like some safety thing of like, oh my god, if your hand moves faster, then it's like safer or something. I don't know.
23rd, 28th.
Oh my goodness. Can't wait for the IMU cameo in season 2 and everyone's going to say it's goated foreshadowing. True, maybe I'll say that. I don't know what that is though. Have Chibi Reviews replied to any of your DMs yet, Mr. Ari? No, and I hold it against him still. I think he's probably... Well, I think I have him muted. So I don't know. If he tweets out about me, I'd never see it anyway. Can we get a Chibi Reviews video reaction? Absolutely not. I'm done with Chibi Reviews. So you don't sit on it. Oh, on the handrail? Well, who cares if you sit on it? Make you lean forward instead of backward, and then you fall and everyone die. Well, I mean, you could just make it the same speed, right? You're not going to lean backwards if it's happening at the same time, right? This video is, why is it faster than the stairs? Escalators kill people. I don't doubt that. It's kind of crazy that more people, I guess, don't die from... Or you don't hear about more deaths from escalators, but they're really dangerous, right? What's Hannah Fry doing nowadays? We'll check on her after I figure out what this is telling me. I could just paste this into ChatGPT and be like, ChatGPT, can you summarize this for me?
2018, thousands of football fans were making their way to the game in Rome. Excitement for the game was high, and the fans began to chant and sing. At 7:03 p.m., around 50 people were riding the long escalator down to the platform, but within 30 seconds, the crowd had swelled to nearly double that. Everything seemed fine, but inside the escalator was a problem. The weight of the passengers was bearing down on the steps, and the load on the main motor was increasing. To try to slow the descent, the motor applied a counter torque.
Oh my god, I had no idea there was like a weight limit for an escalator. That's kind of crazy.
But as the force continued to increase, the stairs began to move faster. By 7:04 p.m., the crowd had tripled. The motor finally reached its limit, and under the massive strain, the drum began to slip. With the motor losing control, the escalator triggered its second line of defense. A safety relay tripped, immediately cutting power to the motor. The
Oh, and then let me guess. Everyone falls forward or something. No.
main brake clamped down on the metal drum to stop the descent of the stairs. But it failed. The friction on the main drum wasn't enough to stop the motor from spinning, and the stairs continued to accelerate. Sensing the motor had lost control of the steps, the escalator engaged the last line of defense. In the event of an emergency, an auxiliary brake is designed to bypass the motor entirely and directly lock the drive shaft.
Under normal circumstances, the chance that all 3 safety measures fail at the same time is vanishingly small.
But these weren't normal circumstances. At 7:05 p.m., the third and final safety system failed, and the stairs began to plummet. Fans were flung forward and started streaming down the escalator.
Oh my
Some
god.
leapt over the central barrier in desperation, while others were swept
Jesus.
into a crushing pileup. At the bottom, the landing became a dangerous choke point. Under the pressure, the steps twisted and buckled into jagged metal, leaving 24 people injured.
Something like this shouldn't have been possible, and experts at the time knew that something had gone wrong, and they started to suspect foul.
That is kind of crazy. Reminds me of Chernobyl, guys. Oh my god, do you think you'll bring up Chernobyl in this? You gonna watch Demon Slayer? Oh yeah, I did see someone watch that. I don't know if it was like Heath or like someone else, like Miller. No, Miller doesn't update his like Twitter thing anymore, right? Miller the Killer. Or he's like really falling behind, I guess, because he's like catching up on One Piece. I don't know. I guess it was Heath. Was it Bacon? No, Bacon made a video I have to watch. Oh my god. Wait. Is that a video I should be reacting to? I completely forgot that it actually came out. No, there's no way. Or was it a members thing? Oh my god, I just forgot. Because I woke up this morning and then I saw it and then I had to leave for work like 5 minutes later. Alright, yeah, Heath reacted, Heath watched this thing apparently. And I saw this and I almost replied and I was gonna say like, is it worth watching? Because like, I don't know, I might watch it. I like that arc of, well, I don't really like the arc. I like the final stretch of the arc. Like, no spoilers, I guess, but the arc's kind of boring until like a certain point. But I don't know. I like the first movie I saw, the train one, whatever that was called, Mugen Train. That was good. I should. Wait. Miller says I should. Oh, about updating the thing, maybe? No. I should. My friend says it has bad. Oh, watching the thing. Okay. I should. My friend says it has bad reviews for being slow though. There's no way they actually fumbled the movies. That'd be hilarious. Interesting. I mean, I guess Mugen Train was kind of slow too. He fell off. Why is EliteAri ignoring our video, Mr. Gems? What video? Oh, our videos. Okay. He's a hater. This has been known for years. I don't know what videos you're talking about. My thoughts are just above the media thread. Oh my god. The fact that it's the final arc is rushed as hell, but the fights are good enough. I mean, I don't know. Okay, spoilers for Demon Slayer, guys, okay? Minor spoilers. I guess, like, the direction of the story, I guess, kind of. I don't know. Because I've read the manga. So spoilers, leave for, like, 5 seconds or something. But basically, I like the, when they're actually in the castle, I find it incredibly, not incredibly, kind of boring. I basically stopped reading when they got to the castle bit. Because it's just like fights and boring fights, and the most like generic fights of all time, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this. And when the bunny, not bunny, Jesus, when the what animal is she? Butterfly girl like gets absorbed into this demon thing. I'm like, I don't like any of this. But then when they like leave, and it's like basically a chase the whole time, and they're like trying to run away, or like I think Muzan is like trying to run away, and like Tanjiro is trying to catch him. Like that stuff is so good. That's some of my favorite stuff. And the fight just like keeps going and going and going, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this. So I would watch that movie whenever that happens, like all the Muzan stuff at the end. But before that, I kind of find it boring. But yeah. It's not actually rushed at all. Yeah, I don't know if it's rushed. I have no idea. I think the only arc that I would feel like came out of nowhere and like really went by quickly was the one where they're training. And I'm like, oh, they're like training now. Oh, they're like done training. And I was like, okay, I guess that happened quickly. Remember when they kill off all the lower moons, Demon Slayer is rushed. I don't even remember any of the lower moons, okay? Actually, hilarious image. Excellent work, Heath. Oh, this? Well, I didn't even read this. We should read some of Heath's tweets. What is this? So the website is really run by morons. Anyway, this movie was actually Demon Slayer Infinity flashbacks, am I right? Visually amazing. They're even in non-action scene. Wait. Visually amazing. They're even in non-action scenes, but having all those flashbacks stuffed into a single movie instead of a 12 episodes was painful. All right, so it looks like we need an edit of this movie, which doesn't have flashbacks apparently. Unless Heath is like just wrong and the flashbacks add like emotional weight to the moments or something, and that'd be sick. Okay, the movie, true. Movie, true. 1 out of 3 episodes. Isn't it like a 3-part movie or something? Am I crazy? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like wrong. I don't know. But lovely. What else has Heath been watching? Stuff I've just never heard of, I'm sure. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know this game. Vampire Survivors. People like always say, oh, if you want to play like a game like Survivor.io or whatever, just play Vampire Survivors. I think. Pat to Labor. Never heard of it. I don't know any of these. Oh, I know this one. Tokobi, which I still haven't talked about. Oh, yeah. Kano gets a fight. So good. I don't know. I remember thinking that was boring, but maybe it was good. Who knows? Wait, no. Sorry, not Kano. I was thinking, who's the butterfly girl? Butterfly girl, demon slayer. But not the girl, like the older one. Shinobu. Okay. I like Kano. She was like my favorite. When they flipped the coin at the end of season 1 of the anime, oh my goodness. That's like, I was like, my heart was so emotionally invested. Is it legal to scream spoilers at movie theaters? I doubt it. Yeah, it's dumb. Like the Berserk movies are split up on Mal. True. I don't want these movies on my currently watching for 3 years. That's a problem with the user, okay? You can just say completed. Like I do when I watch a single season of an anime and I count that as my whole thing. Little bro's never heard of Pat Labor. True, Kyle has heard of every anime in existence. Alright. This is interesting, but like... I forgot I had a bacon video to watch. But let's watch a little bit more of this.
Play. In the aftermath, Rome's transit agency sealed off the accident site and closed the Republica station for several months.
The authorities ordered both a technical and a criminal investigation, and the mayor even publicly vowed to discover the cause of the accident. So investigators began dismantling the wreck, tearing it down piece by piece to reconstruct what had happened. The ride people experienced on that escalator was one of the most terrifying rides of their lives, but maybe it's more similar to the origin of escalators than you might think. Like, what was the first escalator even used for? Do you want to have a guess?
To go up and down. No. To help. I don't know. I truly have no idea. At airports? I don't know. At an amusement park? I guess.
It was an attraction in a theme park all the way back in 1896. It had no steps, a 25-degree incline, and it was essentially just a slow conveyor belt made of metal and wooden parts. It brought people up a full 7 feet before they would have to walk down stairs on the other side. And it was a huge success. Over 75,000 people enjoyed the attraction during its 2-week stay at the Old Iron Pier on Coney Island.
The ride was named the Continuous Elevator, and its inventor, Jesse Reno, had created it not just as an attraction, but as a proof of concept, because he saw it as the future of transportation.
But as Reno watched people ride his invention, he began to notice a pattern. Nobody walked. Instead, they stood still, feet planted firmly sideways, with people gripping the handrail tightly. 2 years later, the department store Harrods in England installed a similar device. But the ride was so unsettling that Harrods had to put staff at the top to offer brandy to men and smelling salts to women, just to calm their nerves.
You see, for both devices, the 25-degree conveyor belt was precarious to walk on and unnerving to stand on. At around 12 degrees, walking on an incline becomes difficult, and 25 degrees is roughly the limit that our ankles can flex.
If only there was a way to replace the
25 degrees? I guess, maybe. Why hasn't Bacon said what he thinks of Vinland's ending? Who cares about statistics? True. Well, he gave his opinion, you know. In-depth thoughts on the normies making an anime channel. Wait. Okay, we're done with this video. Who knows? Why is it? You know what? Let's just get ChatGPT to tell me the answer. And then we can look into the normie stuff. Because I am actually interested in that. And I probably have a strong opinion on that. Alright. Hey, chat. Please give me the answer to the video titled... I forgot to put the video title. Oh my god. Bro, I'll just copy. No, we can't. Why does an escalator handrail move faster? Why doesn't... Oh my god. An escalator handle move faster than the stairs? The script is this. Wait. Answer in one sentence. That's all I want. The escalator handrail moves faster than the steps because it's calibrated to do so, about 2% faster, to compensate for wear on the friction wheel that drives it, ensuring it doesn't lag behind over time. I'm a genius! That was my second theory. After I contested the truth of the title. Okay, wonderful. I'm so happy. Alright, I can close this now. What was next? The normies, right? What is going on with the normies? I actually haven't seen the thing. But something Miller said they're doing an anime channel or something. Okay, I don't see a video. So it must be a post. Okay. Ari be like, AI are the same as humans. I've never said that. Then stays logged out of GPT. This is my streaming browser. Birthing and killing a life every time he creates a new instance of it in a new tab. True, that is kind of funny. But you know what? It probably is like... It is unethical, you know, I should be signing in for this. Notice how they start the channel with bleach instead of One Piss. True. Is that true? Alright, posts. What do they post? Okay, I guess just WWE stuff? What is this? John Cena? Why do they, like, announce some things? I guess that's a delay. Wrestling? Are their wrestling videos popular? Okay, what do they title it? How am I going to find this? WWE. Oh, it worked. 36,000 views. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Maybe it is successful. All right, another delay. Hello, anime lovers. We're excited to announce that we've launched a brand new channel dedicated just to anime. We have posted Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. Am I right, guys? That's what that stands for, right? I could be so wrong, though. Let me check. 1000 Year Blood War. I'm a genius. Okay. We've created this separate channel to keep your feed more focused. I mean, can't the algorithm do that for us? Improve our own content organization and analytics. This makes... I don't know. This can't you like group your analytics in like advanced analytics unless they have like some weird custom like. But then if you have some weird custom thing, and don't they have a website? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Over time, we'll be transitioning all the anime content from the normies to this new space. So if you enjoy our group dynamic, reactions, reviews, and discussions, and you love anime as much as we do, please consider subscribing. We apologize for any inconvenience during this transition and truly believe this will be the win for everyone in the long run. Thanks for your continued support and welcome to the next chapter. Bro, they have one video. Okay, oh, this is what Heath was talking about. Let me think. I have two channels, okay? I get it for me, because I have two very, very different types of content. I have my scripted content, which is basically a completely different personality to my unscripted content. The only reason that I do unscripted stuff on the main, like, unscripted channel is because it's in a completely different feed. It's in the live feed here. Like, the videos that are in the videos don't show up where the live videos are or whatever. Like, they're two separate things. So to me, having a different channel is useful if you, like, want to separate your audiences a bit. Like, you don't want... Like, I don't want people to... I don't want my good videos to be drowned out by, like, the like, bad stuff I put on, like, EliteAri, okay? But if I don't... Like, is the content that different between, like, an anime reaction and a non-anime reaction to warrant, like, spreading it to another channel? Unless they're planning to stop, like, trend away, or, like, yeah, trend away from, like, reaction videos and do other types of videos on this channel, that would be interesting. I guess I just don't get it. Like, their reasons to me are, like, keep your feed more focused. That's not their responsibility. Like, the algorithm will sort this out. Unless it's, like, changing or something and I haven't noticed, but improve your own content, our own content organization analytics. Organization, maybe? I don't know why they'd want to organize it differently. Like, do you think there's anyone who goes to the normies channel and is like, okay, I want to find a reaction to, like, Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me, like, scroll down. Oh my god, there's, like, too much live action stuff. Where's the Jujutsu Kaisen reaction? Like, they'll just search it. They'll type in, like, the normies JJK or something and it'll show up, right? So I don't get the organization thing, like, how it helps them. Analytics, I could understand because at a channel of their size, it's probably important. And maybe like the tools that they provide you to analyze things in the actual analytics are too difficult. If you have like a bunch of, but I feel like even then there's got to be like a better way to do it than to have to split channels, right? Like you could develop tools to like export the analytics and then handle the analytics like manually with like different scripts and stuff if you really wanted to. I don't know how it helps them. Unless maybe for advertisers or something, like for sponsorships, like maybe it's easier to brand yourself to be like, guys, we have an anime channel. Do you want to get anime sponsorships here? And maybe like it's easy on that front. But if that's the case, you could like say it here, right? So I don't think that's the case. Or at least if it is, they're like, I don't know why they'd be obscure about it. So what's the real reason? I just don't buy any of this really. Or I mean, I guess I buy it, but it's just like, I don't think it's a good idea. I guess I just disagree with it. I don't know why. It is what it is. Anyway. Anyone else have thoughts on this, or am I the lone? I should become like a normies commentary channel. I'll like upload stuff like this as like VODs. I mean, not VODs, as videos in EliteAri. All right. Surely One Piece is coming. Best advertisement for the channel. Have they not reacted to One Piece? That's kind of crazy. Love the announcement, and 1000 Year Blood War episode 1 having the same thumbnail. Not lazy at all. True. We need to be non-lazy with our announcements. EliteAri's got no content. That is true. Falling behind. Which channels do cartoons go to? That's a very good question, and I have no idea. If they had the reasons that were clearer, then you'd be able to tell, but from this, we have no idea. People must complain about pedo weeb shit in their feeds. Who cares about the complainers? What do they have to do? Are they going to unsubscribe? I mean, if they do, then you can see it analytically, right? And they'd state it here. They'd say, you know, because of the complaints, we're like moving it. They're not saying that here. They're saying it's because apparently it interrupts the feed and I don't know, some organization thing. Their great Sopranos reactions don't deserve to be demeaned by being alongside Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe. Hilarious joke. Very funny. What happened to Mickey's new channel? Didn't he like retire? And he like went back to the normies? I have no idea. I don't keep track with any reaction channels anymore. Because I just don't watch enough stuff. Like if they reacted to the stuff that I watch, I would watch it, but I don't react to anything I watch. I don't even know where I'd find his channel. It'd be like linked here, right? The Normies After Dork. The Normies Podcast Highlights. The anime one. Okay, I'm guessing this is like... Is this Mickey's one? I have no idea.
You know, about, you know, he's deepest of the deep. Jeremy Fragrance.
Wait, do they still upload to that? Okay, yeah, they do, like once a week. Or two a week or something. Why did I click this? This is the normies. Okay. So what happened? I have no idea. Can we react to Jarky Bacon so we can end the stream and I can go back to reading Chainsaw Man? We're getting there, okay? We'll be done soon. I'm just finishing talking about the normies. Ari, you literally missed the announcement video because the thumbnail sucks. I mean, why would I seek out an announcement video? If the algorithm thought I'd care about it, it'd put it on my homepage. But I'm fighting Millie here, who doesn't even like the homepage, so I don't know. Wait, where's... Okay, how am I... There's no way I'm gonna find it. Wait, they put out like 10 videos a day. Oh, I thought Kyle linked it. Alright. Crazy. Are we gonna watch a Jarky Bacon video? Kyle has put stuff. Oh no, Miller actually linked it. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep, you read that correctly. The day has come, my friends. The normies are indeed splitting up, but not in the way you might think. Get clickbaited. All right, so here's the too long didn't read. We are splitting up our live action content and our anime content onto their own channels. This is not going to be a sudden shift, but a slow transition, but that is what's happening. And if that's all you need from this video, you can leave now. But if you want to know why we're doing it,
yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited. We're going to find out why. The normies should make an anime channel called The Weeaboos. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I linked it. Yeah, I found it. Don't worry. Thank you.
So why are we doing this? Well, here's the truth. We post a lot, as I'm sure you're very well aware. We post a lot of videos, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. We can provide a lot of content for you guys, but it really clogs people's feeds up. And not everybody that follows us watches every single thing that we do.
It is interesting. Like, It's interesting. My one interaction with that was when I, like, made all of my live streams public, and it was like 50 videos that people, like a bunch of people unsubscribed from me for. Now, I don't know why they would. Like, I'm assuming maybe in their subscription feed, which is like where they view it. I don't even know. So I can believe this, where it's like people get annoyed. But I feel like it's got to be such a small like number of people. Like, yeah.
That follows us, watches every single thing that we put out. Some people are just here for live action, some people are just here for anime, some people just for movies, and there's a select few of you that are here for everything, which is awesome. We've gotten comments over the years of people telling us that they love our content, but they don't want to follow or sub our channel because of the amount of content that we put out, and it clogs up their feeds, which is totally understandable. And because not all of our audience watches everything that we do, it makes our watch time, views, and analytics all over the place.
You know what would convince me? But there's like no way. I'm pretty sure this isn't true. If like by default your watch history is turned off on like an account, so you actually like don't see the homepage, then I would completely get it. But my understanding is it's like turned on by default, right? But like whether you okay, this is all like maybe these people have more insight than me, but whether you subscribe to a channel or not, doesn't that have like pretty minimal impact on whether you like whether someone sees your video? Like it's all, as far as I understand, it's just driven by like behavioral analysis and like AI and stuff. Like, that's what shows up here. It's not like, oh, I'm subscribed to this channel, show me. Like, how do we keep finding videos on here that are, like, interesting to me? It's because, like, it just knows what I click on. And that's got to be, like, the majority of people, right? But maybe a big channel is, like, different. Maybe the behavior of their viewers is, like, different. I have no idea.
Analytics all over the place, and this really affects our channel in the algorithm, and it also makes it really difficult to work with sponsors. Without getting too much into the weeds of, like
how would you... Okay. I don't know how much credit to give them, because maybe they do a lot of investigation. But how would you know if it impacts your channel if you haven't run a test to find out if it like impacts your channel? Like, what is the I guess what's the testing you've done to determine that like if you change it, it'll like make a change to your channel? I just don't buy it. Like, my guess is that they just like read something somewhere and read that it like impacts their channel, and it like they just assume it does. That's my guess. They could, but maybe there is like actual studies, I guess, on it that they've done. I don't know.
And it also makes it really difficult to work with sponsors. Without getting too
much... sponsors I get that one, but okay.
Channel in the algorithm, and it also makes it really difficult to work with sponsors. Without getting too much into the weeds of like how the analytics and stuff works, we basically decided to split everything up because that's just going to be best for everybody. You know, everybody gets what they want. Our content is hopefully going to do better. So we see this as a win-win for everybody. This channel will ultimately remain our live action content, and we have started another channel where we will be slowly transitioning where the anime content will be, which, by the way, link is in the description to the new channel, so go subscribe right now. This way, the live action people, their feed is only live action stuff. Anime people only see anime stuff. We don't clutter everybody's feed, and hopefully the algorithm treats our content better. So, like we...
Okay, so they're just hoping. I thought they like ran an experiment or something at least. Here's my guess. They're gonna try it. It's gonna fail. They'll go back to just having one channel. That's my guess. Because I would be shocked if there was any notable... Or maybe they'll just like keep it up because they'll find no benefit to it. I would be very surprised if there was like a big increase in people who are gonna watch now because it's not clogging their subscription feed. When I feel like almost everyone watches the homepage, and I feel like you're never gonna clog up the homepage because YouTube doesn't do that. But we'll see.
Said, we see this as a win-win for everybody. Nothing really changes. The only people that are going to be mildly inconvenienced are the people that watch both things from us. So you're just going to have to sub to another channel. But other than that, nothing changes.
Exactly. So like Mickey said, we are transitioning over to the anime channel. It is going to be a slow transition. That means you are getting a Bleach 1000-Year Blood War reaction today. You can find the link in the description, in the comment, up here on the eye, so you can go click on there. But we're slowly going to transition the other animes over. It's not going to happen suddenly. We're slowly going to move the Spy X Family. We'll find the Studio Ghibli movies there eventually.
I guess unless there's a possibility... You know what? Maybe it is possible that if you have... And they're not saying this. They should say this. But maybe it is possible... And actually, they're saying the complete opposite. What I was going to say is that it could be possible that if you have two channels, then you get, like, double the representation on the home feed. Because YouTube, like, doesn't realize that they're, like, the same channel. And it's, like, it could... If you have, like, 10 channels, maybe all the videos on the home, like, feed could be, like, from those 10 different channels. Because YouTube doesn't know that it's, like, all technically owned by the same people or whatever. But they're saying the complete opposite, which is that, like... It's good because it's only going to show you the one you want, which is like the complete opposite of what they'd want, right? I have no idea.
So yeah, eventually we'll have a lot more content on there, but we're starting with Bleach. So don't get mad that we didn't post it. It is there. We just have to give you this announcement. Yeah. So go check it out there, and yeah, let us know what you think in the future.
Have a good time, guys.
Let us know in the comments what you think about this. We see this ultimately as a win-win for everybody and just the best thing for the future of our content. And you know, sorry if we scared you with the title. We're not
gotta do it.
We're not going anywhere. We're just getting started. Okay,
yeah.
We're working on a lot of projects in the background that I know you're going to be very excited for. So sub to the anime channel, and we'll see you guys really soon with some fresh content.
Thank you guys.
See ya.
Oh, wait.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I thought there'd be more. Okay. Do I care? No. Is it going to impact me? No. But do I, like, get annoyed when people make decisions without having good reasons? I guess kind of, but I don't know. Maybe they have a better reason that I just don't understand. All right. Yes, it was in the subscription feed. I had to unsubscribe. True. My homepage doesn't show up anything because I have history turned off. That's what I said. Unless, like, the majority of people have it turned off, but my understanding is it's just turned on by default, so I assume it doesn't impact that many people. But I get that if you have, like, history turned off. Like on EliteAri, I have it turned off. Like if I ever want to avoid spoilers for a day or something, I like switch to the EliteAri channel and like have the homepage like turned off so I don't see stuff. When are we getting sponsors? I mean, I feel like the only consistent source of views that I have is Mushoku Tensei, but I don't know, like I don't want to become a Mushoku Tensei channel, so I have no idea. Surge makes all the decisions. I wonder what their like organization is like. I have no idea. I wonder what the organization of Blindwave is like. Like, do the 3 original members get more power than Rick? Like, what is he like? Are they all like equal now? Like I have no idea. It's kind of interesting. But like, well, maybe they're all, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about like organization stuff. Like, would you just have like everyone has a role and you get just paid based on what your role is, and like you can have multiple roles or something? I have no idea about organizations. Okay, or at least payment when it comes to organizations. Rana isn't brainstorming ideas. Maybe she is. Isn't she one of the key people who are like, she does like that members thing, doesn't she? I see it every now and then. Yeah, she's in these, like the thing. Maybe she's like really involved in the channel. I have no idea. Like she stayed and Nahid left, right? So I have no idea. React to the anime men. Oh yeah, that's the thing I heard about. I watched is Shapes his second channel or his main channel? I think it's his second channel, right? I watched this. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I skipped to like around here or something because I only know recent stuff, and I was like, oh, what does Shades think about all these anime? And that was like the benefit I got from this video a bit. I heard, I guess for context for anyone, if you don't know what this is, because I feel like most people probably don't. My understanding is there was some video that came out by some like mainstream channel, and then all the like hardcore like anime channels are upset about something related to it. I don't quite understand what. I don't know. It seems very dumb to me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I would be interested, but it's a bit overdone, and I'm a bit late on this, so I'm sure people here listening right now and in the future have probably already seen this a million times, but what is the video? Like, I would be interested in watching just to get a sense of it. I saw Kyle watch, like, parts of it, but I didn't really understand what it was. Yow. Hey, G's. Yow. Minty, I'm number 1. That's Minty. What's any manga light novel that you're reading recently? I don't read light novels, so I don't know. Mushoku Tensei, I guess, like 2 years ago. Or a year ago. But also no spoilers, please. What should I read next? Well, I have an answer. It's going to be A Sentence of a Bookworm, I guess. But if you want to put your ideas out there, guys, you know, suggest me some light novels, I guess. But it will probably be A Sentence of a Bookworm. You watched me watch videos on it, right, EliteAri? I did, but they all seemed really dumb, and I didn't quite understand it. They disrespected anime history. They didn't know Goku had a tail. That is true. I did hear that on Kyle's stream. The Anime Men video was the most entertaining video I've watched this year. Oh boy, okay. Let's look it up. Anime. Oh, wait. Kyle linked it. Wait, I'm falling behind. Oh my god, you know what? Let's just go to this.
Hey, it's Shabes.
Wait, what? How did that happen? Did I not paste it?
Hey, it's Shabes.
Am I crazy? What's happening? Am I like having a stroke right now? Okay, I have no idea what just happened, okay? But there we are.
Today we're going through 100.
I already don't like it, but that's okay. Hitagami and hey, whoa, spoilers, all right. We can't have any Mushoku Tensei spoilers here, okay? Careful not to spoil some people in this chat. That is true, please. All right. We ranked the first episode of every year's most popular anime, 1961 to 2025. I'm so scared of spoilers. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, you said my bad. Okay, all good. I just want to get spoiled. Kind of interesting. I like the premise. You know, I'd watch a video like this. Should we just like watch it? And I mean, I'm sure you guys have all seen it, but maybe people watching the VOD haven't. Have I always had stable volume turned on? Oh my god. I guess let's see if when I get triggered, I guess. If I will ever get triggered.
Today we're going through 100 years of anime history, ranking the most popular anime from each year to decide once and for all.
The best anime of the century!
Me and Cade! Me and Jeremy.
Hey, yo, it's Team Ethan Gianni, bro.
What's up,
We
man?
always go crazy!
That's a little too crazy.
Yeah, okay.
We're starting with this.
It's on YouTube and it's 35 seconds long.
Ooh!
Why are they so far away from the TV? Oh my god.
We're starting with this.
It's on YouTube.
Do you think it's like a super wide angle camera or something? Or is this normal? Do people sit this far away from the TV? Or is it like a really, really small TV? That's like crazy.
And it's 35 seconds long.
Oh, maybe because like... I was going to say their recording setup, but their footage looks like this.
Crazy.
Yeah, okay.
We're starting with this.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, so that's a camera. I don't understand. Why would you do this?
YouTube and it's 35 seconds long.
Ooh!
And I was gonna say, maybe they're like, maybe for the background set or something, for the like bokeh effect, that like the blurring or whatever. But like, there's a wall behind them. I don't understand. What a weird thing. Okay.
It was correct. That fight was correct. It was 30 seconds. It was about some sushi chef with like octopus arms. That anime is F tier.
This first one is Otogi Manga Calendar.
There's honestly not too much going on here that grabs my...
Oh, I guess it's like different sets, or like different places they record. Maybe they don't have sets. Maybe it's just like in a living room. I got no idea. All right. Lamau, I forgot. Kyle turns his ears off whenever watching an anime. That is true. Yeah, Hito fruit gummer no. Bro want to rate something he watched from a distance. True. They're filming in 0.5, so the shaft looks longer. Basic trick. Hito no me model Epstein. Huh? What is it? Epstein? What does that mean? It's a different group of guys, Ari. Wait, what? Is it like a compilation video?
We always go crazy!
Okay, these two. I'm gonna recognize them. Okay, we have these two. Glasses, no glasses. Both long-ish hair.
That's a little too crazy.
Yeah, okay.
We're starting with
Okay, these are two different people. I understand.
this.
It's on YouTube and it's 35 seconds long.
Ooh! That fight was correct. That fight was correct. It was 30 seconds. It was about some sushi chef with like octopus arms. That anime is F tier.
This first one is Otogi Manga Calendar.
There's honestly not too much going on here that grabs my attention besides some little tune playing in the background and a still frame of some character looking at a painting. It's not looking good so far.
We got voiceover. This is kind of cool.
Anime. This is going directly into the F tier category.
E are gonna be watching. Our very first one is called Tetsuwan Adam. So Tetsuwan Adam, let's go. It's on YouTube.
Yo.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, my bad, guys. That was Asher.
Oh,
that was Asher.
come on,
my
bro.
bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Straight into the D tier.
Oh my god, Dragon Ball in D tier? That's crazy.
Aesthetic is super cool. The cinematography was super.
Watching. Gets captured and starts getting tortured by the bad guy, but before he goes any...
Okay, I think I get the gist of this video. Is this Fortnite?
That's like crazy value there. Our person.
Okay, I think I get it. Unless it like drastically shifts at some points or something. I think I get it. And if you're upset by this video, I think you're kind of crazy. I don't know. This just seems like a very generic, like... I think it's literally just the title. We ranked the first episode of every year's most popular. I don't know why people would be upset at this. I guess they could get upset at the opinions. But they're like only spending like 20 seconds on each one. Like, why would you care that much? Who was the one? Who originated the outrage? That's what I'm interested in. Because there had to be someone who watched this and was like, I can't believe this. They said this is an F tier when it's clearly an A tier. I don't know. I could imagine like watching this and being like actually a little bit frustrated and then like moving on. I don't know. Saw the clips of this video floating around, wanted to come here, personally call you all tourists. Tourists. Oh yeah, it's bad because they haven't seen as much anime as you. I don't know. It's pretty dumb. It is funny that Shaves is mad at it, but I get it. Shaves is a big anime purist or whatever. Is he an anime purist? Maybe that's a bad word. Maybe he's not. I don't actually think of him that way. But he obviously knows a lot about the history of anime and stuff and cares about it. Bros, that's the island where he got the fruit, apparently. All white guys look the same, shaking my head, says Mr. Gems. Basic bitch boys. I disagree. Wait, have you watched this, Kyle? It's so good. The bit where they watch an anime episode in Spanish for no reason. That's exciting. EliteAri is an incurious fellow. That is true. I mean, the entire thing is rage bait. How? Rage bait? I don't think this is rage bait at all. I'd probably agree with them. It's like, old anime sucks. Like, I'd probably give it an F tier too. Unless there's like they get to like Attack on Titan, they give it like an F tier or something. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like they're trying to rile us up, but it seems reasonable to me. That region portrait should have been mine instead. I think I deserved it more than them. They have some portrait? I don't even... Oh, Reagan from Mob Psycho. True. It's kind of cool. No, I didn't watch anything more than what I did on stream. There was a bunch of viral tweets about it. I mean, it is uniquely hilarious. I guess. Me in the past would have been enraged by their opinions, but nowadays I just don't care at all. That's good. Look at you. Oh my goodness. They decided Tokyo Ghoul is the best anime of all time in the end. You know what? I haven't seen it. Maybe it is. People say the manga is really good, right? Or the anime. No, people say the anime is really good. People say something about it. I don't know what it is. Let's see their ranking. I think Kyle looked at the ranking too, or maybe not. I don't remember.
All right, we just got done watching all of our...
Oh yeah, he saw this. He's like Naruto. I was like, yeah, I love him. Let's see. That's an anime that Shabes likes, I think. That's Berserk. Fair enough. Naruto, fair enough. Death Note, okay. Attack on Titan, true. And that's Tokyo Ghoul and JJK. Okay, you know what? This makes perfect sense. Except for this first one, which I don't know much about. For a second, I thought that was Gunbuster, which was crazy, but no. Okay, I mean, these all seem whatever. What's like the bad stuff? Astro Boy. Old stuff. This makes sense. Old stuff sucks. Or unless that's Gunbuster or something. I don't know. This doesn't seem that outrageous or something. Maybe. One group of people hate it because of how they engage. One group of people hate it because of how they engage with the older shows. Okay, that is, yep. If you're in that group, I think you're kind of crazy, but good for you. You know, it's fair. You can get upset about it. Like, I'd get upset if they insulted something I like too. And the other group hates them because they want to separate themselves from the mainstream. That is also, I can understand that one a lot. I imagine the same group of people would probably make fun of like anyone on TikTok who's like talking about anime, right? But true. They put the great AOT in S tier. That is true. I see it right there. Feels like a throwback of another free run demon controversy. That is true. I remember that. I wasn't there for that, but I've heard of that, at least on stream. I haven't finished free run, so we'll find out one day what the discourse was. The Spanish thing makes me think it could be a joke. Why would you make it a joke? Well, no, I could, firstly, maybe, but also I don't get, like, why would they make it a joke? Like, this is a good title and a good, like, idea. Like, just doing it earnestly would be kind of interesting. They probably just don't care that much about anime at all. I mean, I guess, like, most people. So they're just having a fun time with it. It's like who was that? Am I crazy? Scrambly or something? I don't know how it, the Monica person, right? Or is it not this channel? Like, does this guy care about anime when he, like, watched Madoka with, like, his friends or whatever? Like, I like, this gives the same energy as, like, the one that, was it him who watched with his friends? And then, like, that girl who made fun about something was, like, a cuck? Who was the cuck? I don't remember what it was. Was it Madoka was the cuck? I don't know. It was something like that. Like, I feel like this gives the same energy, where it's like, oh, you're just, like, having fun watching stuff with your friends. And the anime isn't that important. It's more so the experience, which is important. Which I get. Like, I do that, too, with some stuff, too. When I'm like, oh, the benefit here is watching with my friends. Let's just have some fun. Let's say some funny things, you know? Anyway. Crazy they have the exact same taste as Kyle. He might need to check himself. True. Careful, or you'll reach 5 million subscribers, Kyle, with your opinions. Is this real? 5 million? I guess. Like, they're not getting many views for most things. Maybe they have, like, some views. Some things get a lot. I guess these get 100k. 400k. Yeah, they're, like, decently popular, it seems. If only viewstats.com didn't need an account anymore, why would Mr. Beast do this to me? Am I missing something? So continue to free site. They want me to log in. Why would they want this? I guess they just want people to use it, like, with accounts. What are they? The Anime Men. No shot. Oh, they're like shorts. Okay, that makes sense. Holy. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So they're a shorts channel. Like, this is where they get all their views. Bro. When did this come out? 2 hours 2 hours ago? Bro. Okay, this is a short form channel that happens to make long form videos. And gets more views than like all the reaction channels combined. 136 million views a month because of their shorts. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. That makes sense why they have 5 million subscribers. Okay. Bro, like when did this come out?
Yo, what do you...
15th. This is a month ago, and they've made, how many have they made? Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, okay. Well, anyway, I'm glad I figured that out. Alright. Wait, is that even anime content? I didn't even see. I guess, like, some of it is, right? It's just, like, general comedy sketches?
Oh, sicko. Introducing the iPhone 17! So what's new about it? Oh, new. Better ventilation and improved battery by 3%! Was there, like, anything else? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's just, like, a comedy channel, I guess, which likes anime. Or maybe even doesn't like anime. They just find it funny, which is, like, fair. But it would feed into the idea that Miller's saying that it's a comedy video. But also, like, I don't feel like that's their type of comedy. Like, that would be a really ironic form of comedy where you're committing to, like, a bit for, like, half an hour. But maybe. It's possible. There's many popular anime in the past that wouldn't be as popular if released today. That's true. I agree. First example is Sword Art Online. Not throwing shade to Sword Art Online. I just feel like people is more critical in the anime in this era. That is almost certainly true, I feel like. Like, the standard for anime is, like, so... Or popular anime is, like, so high now that I don't know if, like, the old stuff would be as successful. And when I say the standard is so high, I mean, like, the level of production or whatever is, like, so high that people expect it, you know? Or at least the big popular stuff, at least. You don't want to be a tourist, EliteAri. Watch out. EliteAri thinks John Zerka is a joke. That is true. I don't think he goes to sleep and when his last thoughts in bed are about, like, the stuff that he talks about when he's, like, live, okay? Sayaka was a cock, Ari, please remember. Oh, yeah, that's true, because she, like, made the wish for the guy or whatever. Yeah, true. That was a legendary video by that. Was it that was the girl, right? That was a good video. I like that. That was very funny. Sayaka was the cock, true. What do you think about Gigguk anime? Will you watch it too? I think I said that if it has, I mean, if it has good reviews, then I'll consider it, but, like, I don't have a big interest in it, but it was interesting that he's making one, I guess. Did I miss the part of the stream where Ari tells us which fan art he's currently gooning to? Is he still on Stocking and Hornet? Stocking and Hornet? I thought it was, wasn't it like Panty and Stocking? Isn't that what I retweeted or whatever? What is Stocking and Hornet? But also, I don't goon to any anime fan art, okay? But we already went over it. It was just cool fan art like this. Like, cool fashion stuff. Cool angle stuff. That's just a yap because if a new season of Sword Art Online comes out, it will be one of the biggest shows that year. Yeah, but, like, what if Sword Art Online Season 1 came out now? Like, would it be popular? I don't even know. Lamau, there she is. Who's Hornet? Wait a minute. Is Hornet the I feel like I have heard this. Hornet's the this character from Silksong, right? That makes sense. What is the Hollow Knight character called? Or is that the Hollow Knight character? I don't know anything about this game, but I will play it one day. I am gonna play Hollow Knight soon. Well, I don't know about soon. I have to finish Factorio first, and then I'll play Hollow Knight. But true. Oh my god. Just made my window small. Anyway. True. Okay. Oh no, they're remastering Perfect Blue? That's crazy. What a good song. Oh my god. Is this remastered? Because this looks like pretty bad. Why are the colors all washed out and stuff? The text is too big. I can't read it. There's no way this is a remaster, right? They're gonna, like, cut to, like, the remastered footage or something, right? Or was the original movie like really bad? I guess it's possible. Like this looks washed out and low quality and like, how did they remaster it? I guess it was too difficult to remaster. Jesus, that sucks. Doesn't even bother learning the name of the characters he goons to. You think I goon to this creature? I don't understand. I would get it if it was like a pretty girl or something, but this thing? I don't get it. Do I even post any, like, I guess Broly? What's like the most provocative thing I've reposted? I'm sure there's something. I know I did like a, there was the Android 21 one that was like kind of funny. I don't know. I'm sure there's something. If we scroll back far enough, we'll find something familiar to attach onto. Yeah, I remember before I started Anime Classroom DxD so popular, but if it airs today, I don't think it would have been one of those people's favorites. Yeah, I probably agree, yeah. But also, who knows, you know? Maybe people would be like, oh wow, it's so different from the stuff today, and people will like it for that reason. Nowadays, Incurious... Why are you doing this to me, Kyle? Why are you hurting my feelings like this? Nowadays, Incurious, EliteAri, would click off that great Madoka video in about 20 seconds. That is true. It's like 90s animation. I like 90s animation. Also, I love Perfect Blue. It's one of my favorite movies, by the way, but... couldn't they at least make the colors better? I don't know. It looks so washed out. But I think it's a good looking movie anyway, so I still like this. Okay. Did EliteAri skip my collab joke? That was great. I don't think I saw it. If I did, my apologies. I didn't mean to. Angel's Egg is from 85, so it can't be that hard to remaster Perfect Blue. I feel like all you need to do, I guess people would probably be mad, and maybe if remaster means something different, like maybe it's, because this was like drawn by hand or whatever, are they like scanning it again, like in higher resolution with like better cameras or something? Do they use cameras for that? I have no idea. Like, couldn't you just like release the exact same movie, but like, with like more saturation or something? People are like, wow, it looks so much better. Oh my god, she's naked? Jesus. Or just like use AI, okay? Don't be afraid of AI. Did you watch Takopi? I did watch Takopi. And I still haven't reviewed it yet, but I will. Ooh, Perfect Blue, that is true. They are apparently remastering it, but it looks just as bad as it did, which isn't bad, you know? I'm being over the top here, but I think Perfect Blue looks really good. Maybe Angel's Egg looked the exact same too, and the remaster doesn't do anything? I guess this is a 4K restoration, not a remaster. I mean, this at least looks clearer. Maybe it's literally just the colors though? I don't know. Who knows? Certainly not me. Also, I am so hungry. My stomach is like rumbling. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright. The Anime Men, true. Are we finally going to react to Jackie Bacon's video? Wait, there's one more video Kyle linked. Physical media is more important than ever. True. Because our stuff gets taken away.
And we are back with story number 2. Microsoft suddenly kills its movie and TV store on Xbox and Windows. This is from Tom Warren over at The Verge. Microsoft has suddenly shut its movies and TV store on Xbox consoles and Windows PC. As of today...
Oh my god, I didn't even know there was... No, wait, I did know there was a Microsoft video store because it was the only way to get Dragon Ball, I think, for like... Or Dragon Ball Z for like a period of time. Yeah, that's the only reason I know that.
You can no longer purchase new movies or TV shows from the Microsoft Store on Xbox or Windows, but you will still be able to access previously purchased content on devices. Quote, downloads will continue to be available on Windows and in HD max resolution, says Microsoft, but you'll have to continue using the Movies and TV app on Windows or Xbox to play the content you own rather than access it from another service. Unless you purchased movies as part of Movies Anywhere in the US, Microsoft is not offering a...
Okay, I feel like we've talked about this like a million times on stream. This art style always takes me back, man, to the point it starts reminiscing my childhood. True. You should watch Gunbuster. Now that's a good looking anime. Lamau, the phrase "EliteAri is an incurious fellow" came to me as I was falling asleep the other night. I thought it was hilarious. What lovely, great. Oh my god. Oh my god, why is EliteAri watching my kind of funny clip? I don't know, I gave up because I'm just gonna say the same thing I always do, which is that I don't care. Get rid of all physical media for all I care. It doesn't bother me one bit. I would not lose any sleep over it. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna react to this, and then I'm gonna go eat because I'm so hungry. I should probably like order food now because I want to order food, or maybe I can just have my nice meals that are in my fridge. We'll see. Alright. Spoilers for Vinland Saga, everyone. Didn't that sound like I was doing that character impression? Wait. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Sound like I said that. Also, I should watch this anime. Everything I've ever seen from this anime is like very funny. And obviously it's like a massive meme on TikTok. Like this is like transcended the anime. This show is like very popular. I should watch it. What is this? What's it called? Oh, this. Azumanga. Is it a manga? Dire. I should watch it. Alright. Anyway, spoilers, Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga spoilers. Ending spoilers. Leave if you don't want spoilers for Vinland Saga. I'm gonna go to spoilers. The rest of the stream will be spoilers for the manga of Vinland Saga. So leave, I guess. I should make a video calling the people making fun of the anime men dumb. That is true, I guess. You probably should. Maybe they'd like reach out to you and be like, thanks for supporting us, Kyle Entertainment. It'll get 1 million views. I doubt it. What score do you give Vinland? Surely not spoilers. I'm pretty sure it's spoilers, but what would I give Vinland? I mean, it's either like a 9 or a 10. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Because I don't know if you could ever give like a, well, let me think. Vinland is like one of the most unique and interesting and like I like it a lot. And it's like made me cry at points. I love the art. Vinland Saga is really good. I like it a lot. But I don't know. It's either a 9 or a 10. I'd have to like, maybe I'd probably have to reread it to like have an actual opinion on it. But I think it's, yeah, 9 or 10. I really like Vinland Saga a lot. I should just eat on stream. I would never do that. I don't see many people complain. Wait. I don't see many people complains on Vinland Saga ending compared to JJK, AOT, My Hero, and Kaiju. That's because not many people read Vinland Saga, so they probably haven't got to the ending yet. But don't worry, when it came out, there was a big split. Everyone was mad, and some people were like happy. Or I think most people were probably happy, and some people were like, "Oh my god, it's so bad." So I don't know, it was controversial, just like every other ending ever. Yeah, I could join the anime men. Midland Saga. Oh, I watched that mapping the CK assassination video. They got that video out quick. Oh yeah, I heard about this. I haven't seen that yet. I have no Vinland. Excellent. All right, let's watch this. Oh my god, it's Jockey Bacon. Okay, let's go back. Wait. What's he gonna say? Oh no, I cut off his thing. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back.
So how do I start this again? Welcome everybody back to me being back in Vinland, very West Vinland, once again with the same shirt on, the same guy, and even the same bear spray. All right, well,
this is the same. It looks really familiar. Wait, what was his? I don't even remember where. It feels like it was a long time ago when he was there last, right? How am I gonna find this? Was it this? No. Wasn't the live action one. Oh wait, this one. Oh my god. Crazy. He got brighter. It's like, just everything is just brighter. Alright.
that's what. And just in case you guys were really worried, I got this bad boy with me too.
Jesus Christ.
So, some of you might remember that a couple years ago now, I asked you to send me all your Vinland Saga tier lists. And you did. And I got many results.
Oh my god, I do remember that. Wait, did he make a video about that? I actually don't remember.
And I could not be bothered to compile them because they're all images and I want more data and it would have taken me to put in it all manually for it to work. So this time I waited until the end of Vinland Saga to go and survey the masses, survey you all, to get the objective fan community opinion about everything you could ever dream of wanting to know. And so that's what I bring you today, the results of my amazing Vinland Saga fan survey. So let's have a look, shall we? Now, before we get started, I want to say a big...
Oh my god, I have to predict. Demographics. That's like age, gender, and stuff, right? I'm assuming... Okay. This is how it... Oh, what is this? Okay. Okay. Age, gender. Here's what I'm thinking. Gender, like... Okay, we got to think a bit more smart here, which is that I think Bacon's primary way of promoting this was probably Twitter. Well, that's probably where he got most of the engagement. On Reddit, he did it, so there'll be like a bunch of Reddit people, and I assume on the Vinland Saga Discord, he probably did that too. I'm gonna guess like 80% male. Well, okay, wait, 80% male, 20%. Let's just go with this, okay? And there'll be a small. How do we reduce this? 78% versus 18%, and then what does that leave? 4% other? I don't know. And the age will be 24 to 27. Okay.
Big thank you to all 254 of you. Oh my, that's a big number. Our biggest group was basically anybody in the 20-year-old range.
Oh, I wasn't even right. It's 19 to 23 is the biggest one. Okay, I got that wrong. Okay, interesting. I'm surprised there's like any for the older than 41, but...
Currently. So they probably started reading Vinland Saga about 5 years ago when the anime aired. That's what most people...
Oh my god, that's so smart. That would make sense, because they'd get older, and they'd probably like still read it. Oh my god.
Had, I guess...
When did people start reading? 2005? Man, there's some like hardcore old-time fans. That makes sense. When the anime came out, it got really popular. And then when season 2 came out, it got really popular again. Okay.
Saga has a young adult range. Young adult, that sounds even, has like, young adult, that 20s to 30s. Unsurprisingly, that's who reads Vinland Saga. And 14 to 18 was also quite a big group, so late teenagers to young adults. 70% responded man, about 20%.
Alright. I just underestimated the other category, I guess. But I got that. 18% female, 18% woman, 70% instead of 78%. I'm not that far off. And then... Other and would not say it was like the rest. Okay, okay.
Women, and about 10% responded other. So I think that's actually probably a little bit surprising to a certain group of audience who are like, that's a lot of women that like Vinland Saga, especially about...
I guess I'm not surprised, mainly because I assume most of them come from Twitter, which I feel like is there's a dominant, like, more so than most other social platforms, I guess except for like TikTok and Instagram. There is like a sizable amount of like women on Twitter, so I don't know, that would be my guess, but...
the story that's mostly about men. But I think that's pretty reasonable. And the vast majority of people...
Platform. What does this mean? Like where you read it, I'm guessing? Or like platform where you engage with it? Because the platform for engaging, it's going to be Twitter, because I assume that's where most of the response came from. Platform for reading it would probably be, what, Manga Dex or whatever, where the official ones come out? I don't know. Oh god. We're going to Mushoku Tensei reference. I don't even know what he's talking about. True Miller, the killer True. I did not fill out the survey. Who is this lad? This is Jarky Bacon. He makes great videos. The trans girls will help the gender demos. At least 5%. Well, we got that right, I guess. Lamau, EliteAri figured out the trans point. Yeah, I did. In real time. Lamau, I made the joke first. Aren't you 40, EliteAri? No. I was reading in 2018, no biggie. I need me a Vinland baddie like Bug Eyes. Jesus Christ, okay. All right, let's see. Twitter and Mangadex, unless that's a different question entirely.
Or responded Reddit or Twitter or you.
Oh, damn, that's kind of surprising. I guess he is like a moderator of the subreddit, so I guess it makes sense that it would get the most there. Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, Discord. That also kind of makes sense because it's like the Vinland Discord. I don't even know what AO3 is. Facebook, it's crazy. There's 9 people from Facebook. Tumblr's even crazier, but also I guess there's probably like some Vinland fandom on Tumblr. Blue Sky, I guess that makes sense. And then TikTok, 48. TikTok's also really crazy. I don't know how you would promote it on TikTok. Where did the TikTok viewers even come from? Oh, wait, sorry. I thought this was people doing the survey. Oh no, I get, but again, it would correlate, right? Like if you tend to consume Vinland from these places, you'd probably find it. Okay, interesting. TikTok is kind of surprising. Yeah.
YouTube, mainly because that's probably where my presence is the most, so that's where I got most of the word out for responding to the survey. So it might be.
Did you say YouTube, really?
But I think that's pretty reasonable. And the vast majority of people responded Reddit or Twitter or YouTube, mainly because that's probably where my presence is the most, so that's where I got most of the word out for responding to the survey. So there might be a bit of bias there. I don't really think it means that there's more fans on Reddit or YouTube or Twitter necessarily. That's just how it is. The vast majority, 54%.
Wait, what's the prediction? What do we think? Which social platform probably has the most Vinland discourse? It's almost certainly going to be TikTok, right? Like I see, but then people probably don't engage with the actual Vinland Saga manga much though. But there's like the meme of like Thorfinn having no enemies and whatever, and like random like edits of Vinland Saga. They get like millions of views, like unironically. It probably is TikTok that has the most engagement. That'd be my guess. But it could just be people who don't know what Vinland Saga is, and they're just like liking the video because it's like a cool video. But
And on Reddit or YouTube or Twitter necessarily. That's just how it is. The vast majority, 54% of people said they agreed about. They put 4 on a range of 5 on how much they agree with Thorfinn's philosophy.
oh wow. I guess I find this kind of surprising a little bit. I figured it'd be a bit lower. Like I'd probably assume most people would be 3 because it's like it's a really extreme ideology. But it's conveyed like really well, I guess, in the manga. Okay, kind of cool. There's probably like some selection bias here because it's like people who finish the manga probably would be more likely to not get outraged by the theme of it, I guess. But yeah.
Put 4 on a range of 5 on how much they agree with Thorfinn's philosophy. Second was strongly agree with Thorfinn's philosophy. That's 78. So I guess Yukimura did his job with the people that enjoy Vinland Saga. How much do you agree with Knut's philosophy? Now,
I wonder what is Knut's philosophy. Okay, maybe he's about to say it, but I wonder what it is. Is it like the idea of like trying to achieve peace through force or something like that? Like I don't quite remember like what it would be. AO3 Lamau? Miller, what's AO3? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Anime Online 3? Oh, fan fiction. Okay, that would make sense. Self-reporting, embarrassing. Fanfic porn hits different, Kyle, says Miller the Killer. It's Twitter because of the great author's presence. Everyone wants clout from him. True. Okay.
Now, I didn't actually specify or define what these philosophies were.
True, he didn't. All right, interesting.
But most people actually said neither disagree or agree. Or 3, I think. Now, onto some more spicy.
Oh my god, was the ending good? Okay, most people, it's going to be like... Here, this is it. I know exactly what it's going to be. Did he do like a 5-point scale? I don't remember. But if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where 5 is like amazing... Like 1 is like trash, then it's going to be like this, okay? 60, no. 40%, okay? Amazing. No, but yeah, 40%. No, 30% amazing. 40% really good. 20%, wait, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, okay? And then we're gonna have like 3%, and then oh my god, what's this add up to? 7%? No, it can't be 7. That's too high. Okay, something like this. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. That's a split.
Results. What do you think about Vinland Saga's ending? The vast majority of people said it was satisfactory to mostly good.
Oh wow, this is really surprising. Or is it? Wait. Okay. Also, I know Bacon's going to interpret this, but I'm going to interpret it first. So 30% said peak. Oh my god, 30% said peak. Okay. 56% said satisfactory. Okay, I underestimated that. 40%. And then 10% said mid. Okay, I underestimated that. I guess this is a different scale to what I was using. I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but I guess that makes sense. Disappointing... Genuinely okay, so most people thought it was like at least good enough. I mean, I would have fallen in the actual ending itself. I think is like satisfactory. It's like perfectly good.
But then the second most was 30% was like goated Peakland Saga, so a lot of people really like the ending. Unsurprisingly, big fans of Vinland Saga like the ending. Maybe once more people witness the ending, maybe through the anime or whatever, they'll have things might get a bit more negative. I can see why people would be negative. I'm not personally that negative myself.
I don't know. I think it's funny because I can't even imagine the anime getting to that point, but it has to. Like the team around it is like really dedicated to it, seemingly at least. I don't think it'll have a big change. I think it'll probably just be really similar in the anime. Like, the issue with something like Attack on Titan is that the pacing, like the release schedule is, I think, what makes the ending so, like, annoying, because you're, like, waiting a long time, and it's like the final chapter is a big revelation, and it's like a whole, like, oh my god, we waited all this time for this disappointment, you know? And I feel like the anime, like, fixes that. But the Vinland ending is, like, kind of, like, it's just good because it's, like, nothing crazy happens. And I feel like strong opinions won't change much because it's, like, there's not really much to change. It's, like, a perfectly, like, nothing crazy happens. I don't know.
In fact, on rereading book 14, I'm like, oh my word, this thing is paced incredibly well. It all comes together. Who knew that Vinland Saga is meant to be binge read or read all together rather than monthly? Ooh, definitely a different reading experience, folks. And then finally, I'm here to shame you all because only 22% of you have read Planet Test. You got to read Planet Test.
That's a crazy amount. I would not have assumed that. This is some crazy, like, selection bias. Oh my goodness. Damn. How popular is Planet Test? Like, on Mal? Versus, like, Vinland manga. Okay, so it's like, what, 5 times popular? Damn. I guess this lines up a little bit, but damn. Wouldn't it be impossible to stop crime under Thorfinn's ideology? I don't know, I haven't read it. Can he use force of any kind? I think in Thorfinn's philosophy, no one would want to commit crime because it's like the goal of his philosophy is to always run away. Like it's too. No, that's not really the thing. It's not always to run away. It's like to I think I'd probably have to like reread the whole thing to understand it, but my understanding is that it's more about there is no justification for the desire. There's no justification for seeking violence. Like it is just never it should never be a thing that you seek out. I think that's more so what it is than like a prescription of like running away, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, who knows? What happens if people steal? I don't know, but it probably wouldn't happen if everyone was agreeing with Thorfinn's philosophy, I guess. But then you could say practically, like, not people aren't all going to agree with it, and then I have no idea. Yeah, he punches people if he has to, but no swords. True. Okay, that's fair then. So it's just Batman. True. I mean, definitely not. That's definitely what it is. But Thorfinn is a master warrior and can tell if his punch will hurt. This is like, firstly, Kyle was talking about like one arc, I think, where he like fights people, like midway through the story, I think. And I don't know. So kind of, I guess his philosophy at one point was that, but I don't know. Vinland Saga, it just landed just fine. It benefits because the series isn't mystery or plot heavy, so it didn't need to do many, didn't need to tie up many loose ends like other stories. That is true. I read something when a fan of him quoted Yukimura a goat. He thought the guy was making fun of him. Well, true. All right. Oh my god, we gotta speed this up. We got like a long time left.
You gotta read Planet
and I'm so hungry.
Yes, folks. It's bloody good. But
I want to read. Actually, I don't want to read any manga, so I'm not going to read Planet Test. But I might watch the anime.
It's a more scraggy and scrappy Yukimura that's writing it. So there's a bit rough around the edges, but it gets there. Fish, Michael, we salute you.
Oh my god.
And then it's next is the character rankings. Everybody, no, we're leaving this last. I gotta keep you here. Gotta keep my viewer attention. This is why you're here. Okay, next we got ourselves. I mean, I could pass this data. There's so much, but I asked which chapter was your favorite, and I'm just gonna go through the book.
Jesus Christ. Okay, 191. Obviously, big chapter. This makes sense. Having no idea. I don't even know what my favorite chapter is. Probably something in this like last arc that I don't remember. Maybe one of the disease chapters, I'm sure. Or maybe is it still the Gudrun first chapter? I don't, probably not, but crazy.
Broad strokes here. 31% of people said chapter 191, which I think makes sense. The next one was the next largest was actually 71, which is the Oath. And then
wait, what? 71? Wait, what am I not seeing? Oh, the next wait. What about 54, Jockey Bacon? Oh my goodness.
The third largest is 218. We got some. We got a load of rangers around Canute's at the end of Farmland, basically, but there's no consensus chapter. And then 54 was also the second largest, which is where Escalade does a little bit of choppy chop, 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 and all that. Have a look at that. I'm splashing over on screen. Maybe I make this tab public so other people can go through it, because data is fun. I don't want to be the gatekeeper of data, that's for sure.
I'd be interested. Maybe I should look at it.
And let's get the 2 arc averages. Now, for your
favorite arc. It's gonna be this, okay? Slave. Vinland. War, or whatever the first one is. Eastern Expedition. What am I missing? That's it, right? The first, the second, the third, and the fourth. I think that's it, right? Because people like the farm. They love it. They just love it so much. There's nothing wrong. You could never do anything wrong. Vinland is like, man, it's like so good. But like, it was like getting toward the end, and some people probably don't like it as much. War is like the first arc, and you know, people are like, man, that was like so good, and Unscripted and stuff. And then people are like, Eastern Expedition, that was so good, but there's like comedy, and I don't like the comedy. That's what people will say. So this is my guess.
The thing, I asked people for their favorite arc and to rank them in order. So, unsurprisingly, maybe, I mean, to me at least, Farmland is #1, because people aren't original and don't have good opinions.
Oh, wait.
Even though it's a pretty good opinion, Farmland is pretty good. Next is Prologue.
Okay, Farmland, Prologue. Damn, okay, it's better than Vinland. Oh, wow, people don't like the last arc. That's kind of... I guess maybe because, Oh, wait, no, wait. Lower is better. Okay. So, Farmland, Prologue, and then Vinland, and then Eastern... Okay, okay, interesting. Wait, but these are pretty big standard deviations. Jesus Christ. Interesting. I mean, this would probably not be... This would almost certainly not be statistically significant. I don't think. I mean, you'd have to run a test, but interesting.
And then third is the Vinland arc. So despite being very positive at the ending, the Vinland arc is the third favorite arc for most people.
That is interesting. I guess maybe because it's... I don't even know. It's interesting.
I have a feeling that might go up the more people reread it or the more time people...
Yeah, probably. I also probably agree.
The way through. And finally, the Eastern Expedition and Baltic Sea War was the last one. Interestingly here, though, we got Farmland 2.0, Prologue 2.4, Vinland is 2.6, and then Baltic Sea War is 2.8. So what that should tell you is that the range of results or positions they could have 1 to 4, right? So no, everybody kind of is like, I'll pop up the graph, the range, there's a lot of different opinions. Like, while Farmland is seen to be the best, there are a lot of people who still think it's the worst. So there's not a massive consensus.
It's kind of interesting.
I think that's the most interesting part about this data. Also, to find the controversy of it all, I had a look at the standard deviation, which basically means, from what I understand, I don't do statistics, but like the grade of the standard deviation is, that means if it's what big standard deviation, that means that a lot of people, their opinions are more broadly spread out or more polarized. And interestingly, the most polarizing results was the Baltic Sea War, and the least was Farmland. But Prologue was more polarizing than Vinland. Yeah, just an interesting side.
Wait, was it? Prologue was more...
And interestingly, the most polarizing results was the Baltic Sea War, and the least was Farmland. But Prologue...
I guess these have been updated since he was talking. This is the smallest number, but...
It's more polarizing than Vinland. Yeah, just an interesting side. I don't think anything's too polarized, but you can kind of see this in the graphs if I show you the bar charts on screen right now. All right, and so, officially, Vinland Saga's most objectively bestest, most favoritist character. Now, for these answers, I did ask for people's favorites. Not for who they thought was objectively the best, because I'm trying to create...
Favorites. Unscripted, Thorfinn, Hild, Einar. There's gonna be some Gudrids. Who else are people gonna put? Thorkel, Knut. People love dogs, so Carly's mama. There'll be like someone who puts Carly's mama. Probably Thor's. This is my guess. This will be all of them. Now it's going to be in this order. Thorfinn obviously is going to win. Hild will probably come... Well, I don't know about... It depends how overrepresented Twitter is. I don't know. Maybe Hild will come second. Or maybe Knut. It'll probably just be Thorfinn and Knut. And then... Unscripted, Hild... Actually, maybe Einar above Hild. Gudrid. Thorkel above Gudrid. Okay, here's what we're thinking. This is it. Thorfinn, Canute, Askeladd, Einar, Hild, Thorkel, Gudrid, Thors, and then Kali's This is probably not going to be there, but it is what it is. Ay, ay, ay. I read something when I read that. The anime for Planet Test isn't the same story, apparently. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can't watch the anime. It's different. Haha. I'll still watch the anime. My favorite chapter is the Askeladd death chapter. Yeah. Well, that was, I think, what was the second favorite. So, very good. I don't know why EliteAri pretends to like the end of this manga, because it's good. It's crazy. Obviously, the Askeladd chapter is the best. Chapter. That's what I said. My apologies. The Askeladd death chapter is like the turning point of the story. True. Lamau last arc straight sucks. Reading the last arc, knowing the ending, in my opinion, made the ending worse. That's funny. I bet. Imagine liking Einar. Ymir was the best character. Priest man. Oh yeah, Willibald. True. That's probably gonna be Bacon's, right? I forgot Miller watched season 1. Embarrassing. All right. Ymir was an interesting character, but okay. Well, kind of.
Wisdom of the masses here. Everybody's favorite. The top 3 is Hild, Askeladd, and Thorfinn.
Hild, Askeladd, and Thorfinn. So I guess interesting. Canute and Hild. Canute didn't make it.
Thorfinn is the most. Hild is 3rd. Askeladd is 2nd.
Okay.
Followed by Einar, Thors, Canute, Snake.
Thors is crazy for being that high up. Einar, fine, that makes sense. I think I had him in 4th. Thors is wild. Thors above Canute is crazy. Snake, I forgot about Snake. People love Snake. Man, Thors above Thorkel is crazy. Gudrid so low is also kind of crazy. Leif makes sense. Arnid, fair enough. Pulmuk, true. Sverkel, oh, I would have put him probably higher. Nisquadja, I'm surprised she's kind of that low as well, but I guess she doesn't have that big of a presence. Kali and Sigurd. Oh man, Sigurd.
Snake, Thorkel, Gudrid, and then Leif. That's our top 10 characters in Vinland Saga. Yes, but then if I'll show you this as the official tier. So if I range adjust, so there's evenly spread between.
Where's Anne? There she is in A tier. I love it. Oh my god.
Also evenly spread between 6 and 0, so we can use every single bar from S, A, B, C, D, and E. We got a nice little normalization curve, normal curve, normal distribution. That's the term. And remember, all these tiers are ordered. But I think this S tier is honestly.
That's pretty good. Interesting. Damn. Sven is real low.
Bloody fantastic. Probably most surprising.
Oh, so his Hat. We love Hat. She's like one of my favorites.
Thors, the man who's in like 16 chapters, is somehow at the top here, at 5th, greatest all time. I think Thors, because of the anime, he has such a presence. That's probably why he maintains, like, everybody's like, no one hates Thors. And that's another thing. We'll get down to this later. If someone dislikes your character or doesn't know your character, then you're going to get put away. Pulmuk being up here, and it's probably a bit surprising. Cordelia, I would also have thought to be a more controversial character. We'll get onto the actual raw data of which characters are the most controversial. And, I mean, Pater's really high in B tier. I mean, we've got Ilva.
Hey, we love Pater.
Just kidding. Garm is also here. And then...
Wait, was that a joke about how he doesn't... Wait.
Being up here, and it's probably a bit surprising. Cordelia, I would also have thought to be a more controversial character. We'll get onto the actual raw data of which characters are the most controversial. And, I mean, Pater's really high in B tier. I mean, we've got Ilva. Just kidding. Okay. Garm is also here. And then we've got, folks, I mean, I just feel bad for Guna in E tier. Is it Guna? It's not Guna, does it? It's Gunna? Jabath, he is a really hated character, and I think it's because he doesn't really fit.
It looks weird. That's it. He's just so weird. So cartoony. Bro, what? Thors is insane? Yeah, it is insane. I can't believe he's so high up. That's wild. Thors is more of an idea than a character. True, Kyle. What a great line. Because people think he's hot. Is that the only reason? No, because it's like he's the strongest. He's like they got the ideal. That's like the point of the manga. He's like kind of cool. People like him because he's cool. I agree. I mean, he's good. I like him a lot, but he's barely in the story.
And he's in one chapter, but I find him kind of cute. And then Kettle's wife is at the bottom as like officially the least liked character.
I mean, I get that.
In Vinland Saga, but let's.
Wait, where was Kettle? Wait. D. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Is at the bottom as like officially the least liked character in Vinland Saga, but let's. So I've got 2 ways I did this. I'm doing the standard deviation as I did before. And let's just put it out there: the least controversial characters are. It's literally the same order as the top is: Thorfinn, Askeladd, Hild, Einar, Thors, Snake. And then Asgeir. Asgeir is not controversial at all. Everybody agrees where he should be, which I think is very interesting. The most controversial is Kessel. Then Ivar, then Sturkson, Svein, and then Ymir, Floki, Thorgil, Mr. Uge, and then Gauki. I don't know how to say his.
I mean, this all just makes perfect sense.
That's what she named. That's why I called him the whole time. And then there's a big.
It is. I would have probably assumed Ymir would be like next to Kettle, but I mean, still, they're all pretty controversial.
Drop off after that to Garm. So everybody's like, Kettle is 1.7 in the standard deviation. That's pretty massive. Compared to Thorfinn on the other end, who's 0.6. Yeah, so Kettle's 1.7, and then Mr. Uge Gauki is 1.4, and then it goes down to 1.25 for Garm. And then if controversy couldn't even be any more spicy, I divided everybody's opinion by gender. So I'm finding
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
the most controversial between the different genders.
You know what? I'm gonna guess there's like very little difference, probably.
I could have done it by ages, but no.
I think if there's any difference, it would probably be between the male, female, and other, like male and female versus other, because other's so small that statistically, like their numbers would be like put out of whack because of the statistics or whatever, because like it's such a small representation.
All right, so what I did, I have 3 groups. I have man, I have woman, I have the rest. And I then took the means of each one, of each group, and then calculated the deltas between
The mean of each group. I'd have to think more about this, but okay.
between the means of each group. Delta being the difference between. And then I found the biggest delta. And then I also found the mean delta, the average delta between the 3 groups. So,
turns out on my previous recording, I forgot to mention a couple
I love this shot.
things. So I thought I'd take you in the cornfields. Woo! That's pretty cool, eh?
This is great.
Got some farming going on here. And I forgot to basically say a few graphs. And just to clarify, like some of the extra controversy, I realized I included the data of the people who said they would rather not specify their gender in the survey with basically the rest of the people who are
Oh boy. Aye.
side of the gender binary. And so I've decided, just because it's such a small group and there's so many different subsets, to just compare the men and women to keep things similar. Is this... Oh, are people all right with that? If you want to go see the actual data yourselves, it'll be in the sheet below. But I think we get the broad strokes and keep it interesting regardless by just keeping it to the men and women. Actually, what makes it interesting...
I mean, I would say fair enough, because it's such like a small group that the statistically significant is going to be like so different than the other one because it's so small of like a group.
Here is that on the male to female differences. So basically anything that is a positive number indicates that, well, says that the men like this character more. And anything on the negative side says that the women like this character on average more. The most controversial character, or the biggest change, was Floki. Men liked him.
Okay, so this is... no, wait. Okay, wait a minute.
Is positive number, indicates that, well, says that the men like this character more.
Okay, positive is men, okay, and then negative is women. Okay. Okay, Floki, okay. This is interesting. Floki, Sven, okay. Kettle, Thorgil. I assume this is Gorm or Gorm? Who's Gorm? Whoa! I did not mean to do that. I guess it's Gorm? No. Wait, the guy from the Assassin's Creed thing? What? No way. But did I mute this? Oh my god, it's all going out of whack. Okay. Helga, Ilva, Carly's mum is very funny. Hordeland, Anne. I guess all the women characters, the women like them more. That's kind of surprising. Who's neutral? Garda being neutral is interesting. Bargai's being neutral is interesting. Okay.
Sigurd. And then on the other end, we've got
he's the Shanks and Jing Kite, but at least they live past the start of the story. That is true. Jing is like an actual character though. Like he has a lot of stuff. At least what I've seen in the anime. I think Vinland is a state where everything is peaceful, just love, and no violence. Then a place, or am I wrong? I mean, it's both a place and it's an idea, so yeah. Oh my god, high teach. High teach? I don't know what that means. Yeah, Ari, why bother including them in anything? They're a small group, so who cares? No, I just mean the analysis is going to be like different. Like if you want to do an actual analysis like this, which is what Bacon's kind of doing at some points, it's just going to be like, so like you're going to get wild results, which aren't going to like generalize to the groups that you're hoping they do. Like this, I would obviously be doubtful of this, but it's interesting. But like from this, you can't say that like one gender likes something more than the other because you have such a small group, and this is probably going to have a very high like variation between people. And then having that 5% group, whatever, the 7%, 10%, whatever it was, is going to have even more of like variations. It's going to be like, I don't know, but I mean, I would be interested to see it, but I get why Bacon would want to do it. But
characters that the woman preferred, which is Helga, Ilva, Kali's mama, Hordaland, and Pormug, Nisquajija. I don't know how much there is to say from this. I think it makes sense that the female characters are liked more by the women. That makes sense, particularly the ones that are side characters and maybe doesn't have like a true obvious goaded moment, like chapter 191, like for Hild or Gudrid. Yeah, like Hordlander. I would have thought though, like lots of people do ask about Hordlander on the Reddit.
I liked Hordaland.
It's a weirdly common question, like what happened to her. I have my own theories. Interesting that Pormug is rated so high. I'm not sure exactly for women. And then I think it's kind of obvious. I don't know why Floki is liked more by men. Floki doesn't really have like a cool factor like say Thorgil does. I can understand a lot more guys liking Thorgil more because despite him being, you know, a bit of
I could just imagine more women hating Floki. I don't know. Wait, did he say Thorgil or Floki? Wait.
High. I'm not sure exactly for women. And then I think it's kind of I would have thought though, like lots of people do ask about Hordlander on the Reddit occasionally. It's a weirdly common question, like what happened to her. I have my own theories. Interesting that Pormug is rated so high. I'm not sure exactly for women. And then I think it's kind of obvious. I don't know why Floki is liked more by men. Floki doesn't really have like a cool factor like say Thorgil does. I can understand a lot more guys liking Thorgil more because despite him being, you know, a bit of a monster, well, he is just, you know, kind of cool. Kettle makes a lot of sense, I think. I don't really want to unhatch the whole discussion. You can think of the reasons why. For example, I'm just guessing here, just off the dome.
Wait, what?
You know, kind of cool. Kettle makes a lot of sense, I think. I don't really want to unhatch the whole discussion.
Oh.
You can think of the reasons why. For example,
sure.
I'm just guessing here, just off the.
Wait, what was that? Oh.
Off the dome. Now onto the charts I did include on my initial go through was the rankings, or people actually saying their favorite characters. So while we have the overall rankings, people explicitly saying this character is my favorite. We got the results for that, and for a couple other character-specific things. So, for example, the favorite character was Thorfinn, and it was an.
So this is number of responses who chose someone as their favorite character. Yeah, interesting. Okay, it's the kind of map mirrors, I guess. Thorfinn, Hild, Askeladd. Was there anyone who didn't get one? No, every single character got one. Well, I guess there's maybe some missing here. Like, is Carly's mama's not here? Oh no, someone put Carly's mama. Oh my goodness. Who is this? I don't know who that is.
An absolute landslide with 127 people saying Thorfinn was their favorite character, which I don't know why I'm surprised by that. I think it's like, I see a lot of Thorfinn stands on Twitter and stuff, but it never seems to overwhelmingly drown out everybody else. But I guess for less stand culture, for your average watcher, Thorfinn is going to be a favorite character. Askeladd was next with 35, then it was Hild, 31, Canute with 13, Einar with 9, Thorkel with 8, and then Thor's and Gudrid, which I now just thought have never interacted. I never did, and I'm quite sad. I kind of wish I could see them interact at 5. Next is the least. Interestingly, this is joint between Kettle and Ymir. Ymir should be quite obvious, and Kettle should be.
Yep, Ymir makes sense. Kettle, I don't get the I mean, I get it because like people are. I actually don't get it. Well, it's because they don't like slavery or something, right? I don't get the Kettle date. Then Floki makes sense. Not having one is kind of funny. Ivar makes sense. I mean, it's just like all the you got Ymir and then you got all the villains, but yeah.
Be quite obvious.
Wait, did anyone not get one? No, they owe every single character again. I got one.
I was like, I hate this character. Ymir's like, why is this?
Wait, who people hate Carly's mama? Wait. Oh no, Carly's not even on here. Okay, so this only includes So if they're not on this, then they didn't get a vote. Okay.
I think also something that should be mentioned for the least favorite character.
Wait, did Thorfinn get one? Surely there's no one who would read it if they... Yeah, no, Thorfinn didn't get a vote.
Mention for the least favorite characters is that lots of these characters, like Ivar is on the tier list, is next to Harold. There's no way on earth how Harold is as good as a character as Ivar.
Who the hell is Harold? Is that Canute's, like, brother or something?
I don't think that's the case, but that's just the nature of being controversial on these types of rankings. So, yeah, take with that what you will. Oh yeah, we have Floki at 24, Ivar at 19, Uge at 13, Kettle's wife at 11, Jabeth at 10, Garm at 9, Sturka at 8, Galki at 7, Bug Eyes also at 7, which I think... he's a dislikable character out of the main cast, but I'd also say he is, also with what happened in the final chapter, I can understand people, like, people are upset with that. But
people, I guess, maybe, yeah.
Saying least favorite character, a bit strong IMO, but that doesn't really matter. My opinion doesn't matter here. And then, finally, but not the least, the KKB.
Oh my god. I should overestimate, I should say it more. I like this shot a lot, this is fun.
No, I did that. Then finally, we have the did nothing wrong category. Not as spicy as I thought. I thought we might get a lot of Kettle stands coming out of the woodworks. He's not even on my, like, top list I've created on this piece of paper I got going on here. And so, top is Arneed with 42, landslide.
Did nothing wrong. Where is he? 1. Wait, did I I don't know if I submitted this. I don't remember if I did this. I might have, I don't remember. This might be me, but it might also, I don't remember if I actually submitted at the end or not. I know I filled out at least part of it.
For Arnie, which I think makes sense because she genuinely, I think there are.
But also, he obviously did do something wrong. He had slaves. We don't actually like Kettle, okay? We just find him interesting, but yeah, all right.
There is a subsect of viewers, not saying people who responded to the survey, but like when the anime came out, was like, oh, Arnie did all this stuff. Did she deserve to die or something like that? And I think it was kind of dumb. And yeah, so yeah, she definitely did nothing wrong. Probably one of the most pure characters in the entire series because that's kind of the point of her character. IMO. Next is Hild. I think.
Askeladd being so high is kind of crazy. All right.
This is probably also due to Hild a while back getting a bit of hate. Nowadays, I mean, you can see the favorite chapter. Everybody loves Hild, and she was third favorite character overall. Askeladd and Einar getting joint third with 19.
Einar I get. That's an interesting one.
Einar because of his antics in the near the end of the show, and then Askeladd actually doing nothing wrong. I mean, Askeladd did do a lot wrong. Let's not get that twisted, but I can understand people. It's the meme, right? We got Kali's mama also did nothing wrong. Dogu go woof. And Gudrid also did nothing wrong. Makes sense. I don't think Gudrid gets a lot of hate though. Canute next did nothing wrong. Canute definitely did things wrong. Well, actually maybe not. Maybe if you agree with his philosophy, he didn't. Bug Eyes, Thors and Thorfinn did nothing wrong. I mean, they certainly did, but they tried to correct for their actions. And then finally, Bug Eyes did nothing wrong, which I think is interesting, given the final chapter. And it's also at 7, so 7 people said Bug Eyes were the least favourite, and 7 said were the most favourite. And with that, folks, I bring you to the end of this survey. I hope it was interesting. I hope I displayed information that interesting. We're going a bit crooked here. And whoop. And yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching, and have a lovely day, evening. Go tell someone you love them, and give them a big old kiss on the cheek. See ya.
More consistent than me. Wonderful. Is this the end? Or is it making me listen to the song? Alright. Wonderful. Love it. Good video. Interesting video. Real life Ryan. Why do I recognize his name? Okay, no, maybe not. I have no idea. Where's Mia? Mia hasn't left a comment. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, people will think I watched this video because of Vinland Saga. It's really because I love graphs and charts. True, same here. Well done, Bacon. Okay, and with that that's it. Let's link the Chibi Reviews video. Goodbye, Charlie. I don't know. Let's just watch 10 seconds, okay? Then we're done, okay?
I think we've crossed the threshold, the point of no return. What happened today for Charlie Kirk it's so disgusting. And it is so gross what I have seen so many famous individuals say today, advocating or mocking the very assassination of Charlie Kirk. I have seen voices, that's even in the anime space, that voices characters like Subaru, for instance, I'll show a screenshot on screen, that is happy that this happened, that this went down.
Like who? Wait, who is this?
That voices characters like Subaru, for instance, I'll show a screenshot.
Oh, like the voice actor? Okay. Alright. Thank you, Chibi. We don't like violence. We are like Thorfinn, okay? Anyway, so thanks for coming, guys. See you. Probably, I mean, if you watch our videos, then I assume probably whenever I record Sherlock next will probably be the next time you see me. But or maybe I'll be on a Kyle stream, or maybe I'll stream tomorrow. But I probably won't because I want to both do a scripted video, like work on it, and I also want to get my digest out whenever I can, and I want to watch stuff, you know. So it is what it is. But thanks for coming, guys, and see you next time.